We're a couple minutes out from getting ready for our middle period of action here from Lake Star Ice Rink. An eventful first period. Within 5 minutes, the Marauders jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead thanks to goals from Zachary Slaybaugh and Jack Cranston, his first one since coming back from that nasty knee injury early in the season against Westchester. He's happy to get that one off the board. Warm-ups for the second period will be coming up in a moment or so, so stick with us. We'll be ready to go in about 5 minutes. Yeah, we're ready to start our second period in just a sec. It's an identical score in Atlantic City as Newman has a 2-0 lead going into the first intermission from Atlantic City State Zones. Goals from Cam Wolf and Preston Gossor. Before they get going, let's take a look at our standings. Westchester, the first team to clinch a spot in the Colonial Cup playoffs. That's a surprise to no one. 12-0, 24 points for the Golden Rams. Scranton, 8-2 with 16 points. Newman, 7-4, 14 points. Us, 6-3-2 with 14. Stockton, 6-4-0 with 12 points. Drexel, 6-5-0 with 12 points. UPenn, outside looking in, 4-6-1 with 9 points to their name. Seton Hall, 2-10-0 with 4 points, still technically alive. And TCNJ officially eliminated at 0-14-0. But big news to those keeping up with TCNJ this season. The Lions picked up their first win of the campaign as they downed in-state foe NJIT 5-2 a couple of weeks ago. Sadly, that won't count for their conference record, but they'll have something to be proud of for this season. Good thing the Lions got at least a win. They'll be playing Seton Hall and no, they'll be Seton Hall. They're playing Scranton and Newman, I think. So a conference win will be hard to come by for the Lions, but at least they got something. Marauders win the first face-off of our middle period. Dunnigan leaves it back for Martin. Martin, spinorama, trying to evade his man. He keeps with it, jukes him out a pair of times. Kicks it up ice, where it's picked up by Walter O'Connell. O'Connell's breakaway attempt slapped away, but Morgan will chip it in for Cranston, our most recent goal scorer. Scored in the 5th minute, if my memory serves. From the blue line, whipped in fast by Kai Dunnigan. Bit of a battle for it behind Vassallo again. Vassallo beaten twice, quickly on, but has been standing strong through a barrage of Millersville shots since then. Martin takes his time, hesitates, rips one in high of Vassallo. It's picked up. Nifty bit of a move by Walter O'Connell there. Frees it for Dunnigan. Rusnock takes a step out of his crease, where Martin will duel his man behind the boards. He'll send it through. All alone, Andrew Zirko. They could have been a little faster. Zirko ships it over Vassallo's glove and gets the third of the evening. Great puck vision from Thor Martin and a better finish out of Andrew Zerko, giving the Marauders their third goal of the evening. I thought Vassallo stopped that one, but great job staying with the puck. His first shot blocked, it's all right. That's what they teach you. Don't give up, stay with it. And that's exactly what Andrew Zerko did, and it paid off well. As the Marauders net their third, 18:47 left to go in our second period. The Marauders convert on their 24th shot on double V's. Back to Zerko in the middle, stay with the hot hand. I bumped my mic there. Zerko back to Stromberg. Stromberg's centering pass intercepted by a Dragon. That is Zachary Jones. He's been in on a lot so far. It's been Jones and Basin have been the key contributors for Drexel so far. Neither of them, luckily, have been able to find their name on our score sheet. Early opportunity turned away by this stout Marauders defense, playing off the skate of an official, where it's picked up by Wes Kopshaw, who works to Zerko in the middle. Zerko rips it in off the shins of Jones. Zerko chips it back in like he got his first goal. Bell and Petticone need to backtrack. Actually, they're back on it as the Marauders keep pressure on. It's Wes Kopshaw. Kopshaw, bit of a delayed hit. Falls a little more than his man did there. But he's all right. Big slap block from Evan Eisler there. Puck freed in center ice. Sent in wide at Rusnock, where it's picked up by Petticone. Petticone bangs on the boards. Looks for Bird. Bird couldn't get his stick onto it. Sorry about the camera. Still not used to doing this. Marauders get a line change off. Drexel pinned in. Couldn't take advantage of it. Hard puck off the stick of number 22, Stephen Basin. Collected by Gavin Laughlin. Rysak looking to break it. Don't start doing that again, Garrett. Rysak sends it in. Turned away. Nearly collects his rebound off Vassallo's pads. Carey fans on the pickup attempt. We'll send a weak shot in for Bird. And it's picked up by a Dragon. Quickly collected by Mosel again. Bird nearly gets his stick down in a dangerous area. Had Corelli in front of him. Puck dangles in the air for about 5 seconds. And it just kisses the roof of Lancaster Ice Rink, and that'll kill any breakaway attempt for Drexel there. 16:51 left in our middle frame. The Marauders up to a new 3-0 lead. Another check-in for the schedule. We only have one game left before winter break, and that'll be tomorrow at 4 p.m. against Newman. A great game. There again, very physical, very entertaining at Newman last time. Hoping for a repeat of that here tomorrow evening. Don't look now. Drexel, quick breakaway attempt, taken away by Mosel. Bird couldn't find the puck for a quick second. Bird staying with it. Bird and Corelli just hops over Corelli, jump for it. Bit of a Jordan jump right there. Just a fingernail short of the puck there, but he collects it again. Good stick dangle. Slap shot in from West Bieber wide, or it's picked up by Corelli. Corelli sends it back in for Bieber. Ryder jumps on it, sends it in. Martin sent past him. Martin and Dunnigan will have to give chase to it. Dunnigan leaves for Martin. It's Slaybaugh, Bieber, and Wilkinson on the ice for the Marauders right now. It's Bieber and Slaybaugh entering the zone. Slaybaugh, our opening goal scorer. Bieber sends it in wide. Bieber has been looking for that goal. It just has not found him yet. Wilkinson looks to collect the rebound. Fans on it, but Jake Petticone is there to back his man up. Petticone back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson in the middle trying to find Bieber. Just wide, picked up by Bell. Sent in. Little high and wide of Vincent Vassallo. Those will stand with it. Boxed out by number 26, Josh Height. See, it's Heydt. Hope I got that right. Opportunity for the Marauders turned away as number 18, Aiden Barrett, picks the Marauders' pocket. As he enters the zone, sends it in and Rusnock wide. Picks up his own rebound, but it falls to Wes Bieber. Bieber plays it off the wall looking for Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh picks up the rebound and will send it down. As the Marauders will get a line change off. Slow puck called for icing on the Marauders. Bit of extra conversation after the play. They're maybe arguing the Drexel guy could have chased it down a little faster. But ref decision is final, and that decision is icing on the hosts. 15:08 left to go. And we'll have a stick side draw of Gavin Rusnock upcoming. Drexel wins it, looking for their first real opportunity of the evening. They nearly have it there. Slap shot in. Wide of Rusnock. That's number 15, Owen Mendham. One of the best opportunities for Drexel so far in this game. It'll nearly comes back to Mendham again. Andrew Walsh sends it high and well wide of Rusnock. Mendham is looking for it again. He won't get it. He's boxed out. Centering pass. Nobody home. Mendham collects the rebound, plays on his skates. Can't do it. Slaybaugh pounces and frees the puck for Millersville. I think it's the longest Drexel's held the puck this evening, but they only get a pair of shots, neither particularly close to Rusnock. Good play off the wall. Left for O'Connell. It's O'Connell and Petticoat entering zone. O'Connell takes himself, ricochets off us all. Left for Cranston. Cranston just denied by the outstretched stick of Andrew Walsh as Drexel looks to break out. Oh, wow! Zachary Jones pinballs it off the stick of Gavin Rusnock and in to the back of the net. The opening goal for Drexel, bit of a goofy gaff there as Rusnock looked to get his stick down to it. It gets past him, hits off the back of his stick, and into his own net. 14:06 left to go. Drexel gets their first goal of the evening, and Zachary Jones was definitely going to be the one to score it. Him and Stephen Basin have been giving Rusnock fits early on, and that's the first one that has been able to crack the Marauders' tender. 3-1, 14 minutes left to go in the second. Schindler will chase it back for the Marauders. Back to that dreaded 2-goal lead. Schindler can't play it cleanly. Back to Jones. Oh, wow! Disaster for Millersville. Zachary Jones scores twice within the span of a minute. Oof. Jacob Schindler couldn't play it cleanly. Desperation pass to the center, picked off by Jones, and he does not miss from close range. 3-2, Millersville. Millersville still with the lead, but, man, that pendulum of momentum has definitely swung in an odd direction for Millersville, looking to hold on with 13:51 left to go in our center period. Marauders looking for a punch back. What a game hockey is. You can be controlling for 90% of it, and they're right back in it. Shot. Outstretched limbs of Vincent Vassallo. Nearly an immediate response from Millersville, turned away at the last inch by Vassallo. An action-packed last minute here. The score reads 3-2 Millersville, 27 shots to 16. 13 and a half minutes remaining in the middle frame. The Marauders looking to get back for a quick 1-2 combination from Zachary Jones. Kicked out to Martin. Bit of a desperation pass sent in, picked off by Drexel. Drexel looking to capitalize on this newfound momentum. Morgan stays with it. Morgan picks it off in the D zone. It's going to be Stromberg. Stromberg plays it off the wall to himself, looking for Kopshow. Kopshow bears down on his man. Martin anticipating the rebound. He'll get it. Martin will send it in weakly. It looks like to be it was deflected by Aiden Barrett right as it came off Martin's stick. And it's gloved harmlessly by Vassallo. 13-12 left to go. The Marauders looking to get their head back in it. And another schedule checkup for our second semester. It's St. Joseph's, our first game back here, Friday, January 16th. So a very long break in between games. And that'll be a fun one. Jonah Bird and Zachary Slaybaugh know the guys on that St. Joe's team, and they'll be anxious to play them. Marauders not looking for another bad giveaway here. It's Corelli. Corelli loses it to Walsh, who will send it around for Eisler. Eisler looking for Mendham in the middle. Can't get it, defers back to Barrett. Barrett taken away by a white jersey. It's a streaking Jonah Bird. Bird all alone. Jonah Bird by himself. Oh, just holds on to it for a second. Too long. And Drexel comes back. Left for Barrett. Barrett has to duel with Bell and Carey in the corner boards. Falls. Back. Rebound. Can't be collected cleanly by Rusnock. Dangerous, dangerous stuff there, but it goes back to neutralize where Drexel controls. And an offside call on the Dragons. Man, after not seeing much out of Drexel's offense for the first period and a half, there's been an explosion early in the second period. The Marauders still holding on to that 1-goal lead. Face-off will be coming right in front of us here. It'll be the goal scorer, Slaybaugh, who wins it, kicks it out to Owen Wilkinson. Wilkinson taking on the Dragons' Den by himself. Ricochet collected by Vassallo. I don't know why the camera keeps swinging over so far. 12:06 remaining. Millersville leads by 1. Same face-off duel as of a couple seconds ago. Slaybaugh in again, looking for the same result. He won't get it, and Drexel controls behind their net. Wilkinson getting with a stick duel with the Zachary Jones there. Got a lot of fight in that kid. Whistle stops play before it can really begin. And it looks like the face-off will be coming to neutral ice. 11:53 remaining on our center frame. Coach Schroeder taking this opportunity to get a good pep talk in for his team. Trying to get their heads back in this quickly. And it'll be a little tough as our opening goal scorer, Zachary Slaybaugh, will be heading to timeout. He's on Santa's naughty list. Marauders down a man in a bad spot to be down a man. Drexel looking to fully capitalize on this momentum swing in their favor. Marauder taken down quickly. It's Cranston sent in the pile. Marauders have to quickly get back on their feet, and he does. Cranston trying to anchor the center ice defensive unit. Marauder loses a stick, so we're down a man and a stick. Bird's got to pick his lumber off the ice. Minute 44 left on the Slaybaugh penalty. Millersville's PK was excellent last time, hoping for a repeat outing for his penalty kill unit is Coach Schroeder. Stick side draw of Rusnock upcoming. One quickly by Millersville. Bird look for the chip clearance. Stop. Bird gets his stick on it and turns away a dangerous shot from Jack Lemire. Back to Lemire. Lemire out to Fletcher. Excuse me, that's Josh Search. We'll send it down to Wagstaff. Off of the boards. It needs to be chased down by Stephen Basin. Basin gives chase to it. Cranston right behind him. Not letting him get out of his zone easy. Jack Cranston, step for step with Basin. Through the D zone. And past the ref. Bason's taking it all around the world here, and Cranston has followed him every step of the way. Great duel out of there. Centering pass opportunity. Swapped in. 360 shot. Turned away by Gavin Rusnock. A very, very dangerous opportunity from close range for Drexel there. 44 seconds left to go. On the Slaybaugh penalty, it's back to Basin. Basin in a duel with Kopshow. And the corner boards defers to Barrett. Back to Lemire. Lemire, low line shot. Dinks off the iron of Gavin Rusnock. Very, very close to tying this one up was Jack Lemire. Back to the center. Zachary Jones, fans on his hat trick shot. He was in a very dangerous spot there. Puck ricochets out and out of play. Marauders have got a much-needed stoppage with 20 seconds left on the Slaybaugh penalty and about a halfway left in our second period. Zachary Jones nearly had his hat trick shot there, and Jack Lemire's shot. Maybe put it just a little bit to the left. We're tied at 3. No conclusive winner. The job of the Marauders come away with a good clearance. With 10 seconds left, down a man, and Drexel not looking particularly keen to jump out on it. That will do it for the Slaybaugh penalty. Worked out to Pierce McGinley. As we're back to 5-on-5 play, McGinley sends it in. Bird staying with his man. Bird lays a big hit on the glass for his man. As Justin Corelli looked to break it out. Corelli by himself has Bell in the middle. Bell can't control the bouncing puck. Works it out. Net came off, I believe. No? Okay. I thought it did. Bell collects the rebound back. 9.5 minutes. Bouncing puck played off by Vassallo. It's dumped down. Gloved out of the air by Ben Bell. He's staying with it. Bell, Carey, and Bird working through Corelli, leaves for Bird. Bird dangles through 3 men, works out to Carey. Carey rips it in. Turned away by Vassallo. Back out, played off by Carey, left for Bird. Bird tries to whip it around for Carey. It'll find Aiden Carey, who works off the boards to Jake Petticone. Petticone has Schindler on the far ice, looking to atone for his gaffe earlier on. He'll dish it to Schindler. Schindler looks to rip it, but he couldn't keep it down cleanly. Jacob Schindler backtracks. 8:48 left to go in the second. Back to Schindler. Schindler drags through center ice. Has Rysak on his left side and Carey behind him. Schindler enters the Dragon's Den. Sends it in off the iron. Jacob Schindler merely makes up for his mistake earlier in the period and gets the Marauders their fourth. Both squads have been denied by the iron in this second period. It's the speedy Schindler. We'll have to give chase to a puck back there. Sent in. Looking for Corelli just a bit out of the range of Justin Corelli's outstretched stick as onto the bench. And we'll get a whistle with 8:13 remaining. 32 shots for the Marauders, 20 for the Dragons. 3 goals to 2. And after that St. Joseph's matchup, the weekend of the January 23rd and 24th, rivalry weekend, if you will, we're at UPenn for a 7:15 puck drop and hosting Westchester for a 4 p.m. senior night puck drop. LIR is going to be loud that night, I can bet you that. Puck in no man's land, picked up by Zachary Jones. Jones, the alternate captain for the Dragons, past the Firebird logo, evades Cranston, dekes past Morgan, who is picked up by Martin, absorbs a big hit out of Jones. Jones again throwing his body all over the ice as he knocked another Marauder into the Drexel bench. Morton staying with it. Morton hesitates. Off the post again! Schindler and Martin denied twice by the iron. Looks like it'll be a delayed penalty on Drexel as the Marauders slow to get up. Can't see quite who that is in the far boards, but we're hoping the best. Marauder very slow to get up behind Vassallo's back. And that will draw a penalty. Marauders will be going up a man. Late hit on Drexel. Glad it was caught by the official. Looks like it was Johnny Morgan again. Shooken up by a Drexel Dragon. Taking an extra little bit to skate that off. Johnny Morgan received 2 really big hits. Kind of dangerous behind the back. Out of play hits. And the refs caught it both times. Tensions not boiling over quite as bad as last game, but refs trying to get a lid on it quick. It'll be Lemire back into the sin bin, his second visit of the evening. And if you recall, last time Lemire went into timeout, the Marauders scored in about 5 seconds. So we're hoping for a repeat of last Lemire penalty. But, oh, Jesus. As I'm saying that, Cranston was tagged for 2. So it'll be 4-on-4 play with 7:25 left to go in our center frame. Looks like all the bookkeeping has been done, and we're just about ready to begin play. Four Marauders, 4 Dragons on the ice. It's Corelli, Martin, Dunnigan, and O'Connell on the ice. Won by O'Connell, picked up by Zachary Jones. Jones tries to send it through the ice. Jones boxed out by O'Connell. Jones heads to the ice, but he gets up quickly. It looks like he's kind of tripped over his own 2 skates there. Works out to just Corelli on the far side. Corelli by himself tries to go far side on Vassallo to no avail. Big hit laid by Kai Dunnigan behind play. And another whistle. Minute 36 left on the opposing penalty. 7:01 left in our second period. Marauders still hanging on to that 1-goal lead. Walter O'Connell anticipating his second draw. Ricochets off, picked up by Aiden Barrett. Martin works past the red line. Martin has Corelli on the far side, has O'Connell in the middle. Takes it himself just a hair too long. And Drexel collects the rebound and looks to break it out through the Marauders D zone. It's Walsh breaking in, and Walsh nearly in on Rusnock. I was waiting for a split second. I'm not sure what happened there. It's bad announcing on my part. I'm sorry, folks. Minute and 11 left on the original penalties, and that's what the whistle was for. Thor Martin tagged for 2. So, a minute and 11 left of 5-on-5 hockey, and it'll be 49 seconds of a man advantage for Drexel once the offsetting Cranston and Lemire penalties expire. 6.5 minutes left to go in our center frame. Drexel up a man, 4-3, looking for the tying goal. Jones is in a dangerous spot. They have to have a man on him at all times. Rusnock has to get back quickly. Drexel couldn't jump on the open barn door of Gavin Rusnock. And Stephen Basin works through. Basin past the blue line. The Marauders have to backtrack. Do not want to let that tying goal in. Petticone trying to box Jones out. Back to Basin. Basin rips it. Blocked by a couple of his own jerseys, where it's picked up by Barrett. Barrett works back out to Basin. 31 seconds left. On the 4-on-3. Basin tries to send it into Jones, where it's gloved by Rusnock. A lot is being asked of the Marauders goaltender here, and he's here for it. Just looking to survive this man disadvantage and keep that lead. 25 seconds left on the Cranston and Lemire penalties, and a minute 14 remaining for Martin. Carey, anticipating a glove side draw, wins it quickly, looking for the clearance, can't get his stick down clean enough, as Drexel will stay with it. Rysack and Carey looking to clear it. They cannot. Kept in by Drexel. Nobody home on the pass, and Drexel clears it themselves, as Walsh will collect in his D zone. Excuse me, that's Barrett. Big hit laid by Zachary Jones and neutralized. Fans not happy with it, but the refs will say play on. Okay, we are back to Drexel's back to even play. It's Cranston sending it in. Cranston off the glove of Vassallo. 36 seconds left on 5-on-4 in Drexel's favor. 30 seconds left to go on the Martin penalty. Eventful man disadvantage here. Worked out. It's Cranston again, looking for his second of the evening. Cranston sent in, boxed out by Walsh. 2 dangerous opportunities for Jack Cranston, hungry for his second. 11 seconds left on the Martin penalty. 4:40 left in the period. Walsh kicks it center ice to Barrett. Barrett rips it in, gloved out of the air. A fastball gloved by Gavin Rusnock, who's been standing on his head since allowing those quick 1-2 punch from Zachary Jones. He is locked in. And that will expire the Martin penalty, and with 4:35 remaining in our second period. The Marauders trying to get that momentum to swing back in their way before we head into the locker room for our second intermission. We're back to 5-on-5. Drexel staying with it, sends it in. Ricochet in front of Rusnock, collected by Wilkinson, will send it in. Wilkinson plays it off, finds Petticone. Petticone back to Bell. Bell surveys his options, tries to go center ice to Bieber, but Bieber couldn't keep the pass down. Good stick check, worked out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson just misses the goal, had his shooting lane, but Vassallo closes up at the last microsecond to deny Owen Wilkinson. 4 minutes flat remaining in the second period. Ben Bell jumps on the breakout attempt, works it back out. Slayball behind him. Slayball into the zone, picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson couldn't get it down cleanly. Breakout attempt from Drexel. Ref trips over Owen Wilkinson, causing absolute mayhem out on the ice. He's hitting Marauders, he's hitting Dragons, and he's hitting Zebras. Nobody is safe from the wrath of Owen Wilkinson. 3:30 left to go in the second. Petticone and Bell in the back ice. Dragon blows a tire. O'Connell staying with it. O'Connell hesitates, throws the brakes, works out to Bell. Bell sends it in for Morgan. Morgan and Cranston back. Cranston looking to pick it up. He can't, but it falls to Petticone. Petticone surveying his options with the blue lines. Dekes out. Jones sends it back into his friend Bell. Bell rips it from close range, just wide of Vassallo. 3 minutes left to go. No shortage of opportunities for the Marauders lately, but none have been able to crack Vincent Vassallo. 2:57 remaining in the second. Getting chippy. Late on, refs hoping to keep a lid on it and get the boys into the locker rooms without any major incidents happening. But, with Millersville, there's always some kind of incident. So we'll see what happens in our last 2:50 in the second. Walter O'Connell, close about. O'Connell rips it. They're trying to hit that stick side of Vassallo, but they're just missing by inches each time. Back to Morgan. Morgan breaks through. Morgan throws the Jets on. Works between his man. Morgan tries to go short side on Vassallo. Denied by the Drexel keeper. That is the 38th shot he's faced this evening, and he's been standing tall. You can break him in the first couple of minutes, but after the past 5 minutes of a period starting, Vincent Vassallo looking like a Vesna candidate right now. 2.5 minutes left in the second. Zerko, our most recent goal scorer from Millersville, kicks it out. Back to Drexel. It's Walsh through the middle. Walsh does kick out to Basin. Stromberg gives Chase Stromberg to just rip it in. Looked to find Cop Show, but it finds a Dragon's stick. It's Walsh. Walsh will send it in to the middle. Only finds white jerseys and is kicked out to number 10, Corey Held. Held. Bit of a rainbow puck in there. It's picked up by Zerko. Zerko. Pass deflected there, picked up by Rysack. Rysack into the offensive zone where it's picked up. Attempted to be picked up by Wes Copshow, but he couldn't get a clean stick to it. Worked out. Back hit on Walsh. Drexel staying with it. Laughlin behind the back pass to Copshow. Copshow surveying his options. Works weakly in the middle where it's picked up by Stromberg. Stromberg, quick dish to Rysack. Apologies with the camera. Minute 30 for something. Back to the middle. Again, trying to pepper that stick side of Vassallo, but nothing able to break him so far. Ripped in from Martin. Rebound collected by Morgan. Couldn't get the stick down. And a call upcoming from the official with a minute 14 remaining. Marauder fans up on their feet, getting loud. As here in Lancaster Ice Rink, there are not many Zachary Jones fans, and they're making themselves heard as the goal scorer for Drexel will head to timeout for 2 minutes. Jones, a big fella, has been throwing his weight around quite a lot, and the refs catch him that time. Minute 14 left, and the second, the Marauders up a man. It'll be O'Connell, anticipating the stick side draw of Vincent Vassallo. O'Connell sops it out. Martin closes off the clearance attempt, plays it off his body. Back to Martin from the blue line. For Martin surveying his options. No open lanes, kicks out to his man on the far side in the face-off circle. Martin rips it in. Nearly squeaks past Vassallo, but again denied are the Marauders. Work back to Martin. Martin couldn't stick it cleanly. He'll have to chase it back down. 47 seconds left to go in the period for Martin. Sticking with it as Cranston screening him out. Martin sends it in. Stromberg in the middle. O'Connell to the far side. Martin bouncing puck collected by Jack Cranston, who defers. Back to the middle. Looking for Cranston, sends it behind him. Shot somehow stays in play and is cleared. Oh, wow. Stephen Basin all alone in the Marauders D zone. Martin's going to block that off. Really, I don't know how Stephen Martin just snuck back there. I don't think anyone saw him. A bit of a miscommunication. The Marauders attacked on 10 seconds left in the period to do something. Marauder takes a big hit behind play. Refs will say play on. 7 seconds left. With that clearance, that will do it for an eventful second period. Zachary Jones scores 2, and Andrew Zerko scores 1, maintaining the Marauders' lead, but it has shrunk from its previous 3-0 glory to a 1-0 lead. And Johnny Morgan, big hit after the period is over. He really gets under your skin. And it looks to be really frustrating. Evan Eisler. Not sure if we're going to assess any penalties after that, but we'll see when we come back for the third period. Stick with us. The final period of action for Millersville Drexel coming up soon.